Welcome. Today, we're diving into something that affects all of us: how to build genuinely meaningful connections. In a world that, ironically, can feel pretty disconnected sometimes. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely in the right place. I mean, think about it. We have endless ways to reach each other: texts, DMs, video calls, you name it. And yet, so many of us feel more alone than ever before. It's this strange paradox of modern life, and it's exactly what we're going to unpack. So let's start with the big question. Why does this even matter? I mean, really matter. Because once you understand the why, taking the steps to build better connections just makes so much more sense. And the stakes are honestly incredibly high. This isn't just about feeling good. It actually has a massive impact on our physical health. Study after study shows that people with strong relationships tend to live longer. That puts connection right up there with things like diet and exercise. It's that important. And it's not just about adding years to your life. It's about the quality of those years. It's like this amazing upward spiral, you know? When you feel like you belong, your stress naturally goes down, your emotional well-being gets a huge boost, and that gives you the confidence to grow as a person and, well, just find more joy in everything. Okay, so we've got the why down. Connections are crucial. Now let's get into the good stuff, the how. This next part is all about the practical, real-world steps you can take to form those authentic bonds. You can really boil the whole process down to a few key actions. We're going to really focus in on the two absolute cornerstones: being authentic and really truly listening, because getting these right is what makes all the difference. This is ground zero. You just can't build a real, lasting connection on a fake foundation. It doesn't work. When you show up as your genuine self, when you share what you really think and feel, it gives other people the green light to do the same. That's where strong relationships begin. And this next one, honestly, it's a total game changer for your conversations. Active listening. It's way more than just waiting for your turn to talk. It's about making someone feel heard. And a simple little phrase like, "it sounds like you're saying," is pure magic. It shows you're locked in, you're paying attention, and you actually care. Okay, so we've talked about being open, but that has an equally important partner: setting healthy boundaries. Now, this isn't about building walls or pushing people away. It's the exact opposite. It's about creating a safe and respectful space where a great relationship can actually grow. And how you communicate your boundaries is everything. If you say something like, "you always interrupt me," people immediately get defensive. But watch what happens when you flip it. Using an I statement, like, "I feel unheard when I'm interrupted," shares your experience without pointing a finger. It's about your needs, not their flaws. So, getting good at this is kind of a four-step dance. First, you have to actually know what your own limits are. Then, you communicate them clearly, but also kindly. The third step is huge: be consistent. That's how people learn how you operate. And finally, you have to let go of the guilt. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. And remember this: you can set a boundary and reassure the person at the same time. Using a phrase like this shows that you're not trying to end the connection. You're actually doing this because you value it, and you want it to be healthy for both of you in the long run. All right, so you've made a real connection, you've set some healthy boundaries, but hold on, the work isn't over, not even close. Building the foundation is one thing, but the real magic, the stuff that makes relationships last for years, happens in the day-to-day nurturing. And the best part is, this doesn't have to be some grand, complicated gesture. It's all about the small, consistent things. A quick text just to check in, saying thank you and meaning it, and just being open to the fact that people and relationships change over time. That's what keeps things from getting stale. Whew, we have covered a lot of ground. So let's wrap things up and pull all the most important pieces together into your very own connection toolkit. The essential takeaways you can start using literally today. So here it is, your three go-to tools. Active listening is what opens the door to connection. I statements create a space that feels safe and respectful. And all those small acts of nurturing, like gratitude and checking in, that's the glue that holds it all together. Master these three, and you'll see a real difference. And that really brings us to the whole point. Knowing this stuff is great, but doing something with it is what really matters. So I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. What is one connection in your life that you can actively nurture this week? Just one.